The British Rail Class 26 was never meant to be famous. Built quietly in the late 1950s, it was part of British Rail's Great Diesel Experiment, and yet it went on to become one of Scotland's most dependable workhorses. Built between 1958 and 1959 by the Birmingham Railway Carriage and Wagon Company, just 47 of these locomotives were produced. Officially known as the BRCW Type 2, they were powered by a 1,160 horsepower Sulzer diesel engine. An engine that would quietly prove to be one of the most reliable of its era. The Class 26 was born out of the British Rail Modernisation Plan, a time when steam was on borrowed time, and nobody was quite sure which diesel designs would succeed. British Rail ordered small batches from multiple manufacturers, effectively turning the network into a rolling test track. BRCW may have been best known for building carriages, but they had just partnered with Swiss engine builders Sulzer, and that partnership paid off. The Sulzer 6LDA-28 engine, fitted to the Class 26, turned out to be robust, economical, and well suited to Britain's railways. The first 20 locomotives entered service in London, working commuter trains into King's Cross, but it didn't take long for Scottish crews to notice their potential. By 1960, the verdict was in. The Class 26 belonged in Scotland. Soon, every member of the class was transferred north, split mainly between Haymarket and Inverness depots. From there, they tackled some of the most demanding routes in Britain: the Far North Line, the Kyle of Lochalsh Line, and the Highland Main Line. One of their most remarkable duties was hauling the Royal Highlander sleeping car service. This overnight train from Inverness to London required 3 Class 26s working together just to get the train as far south as Perth, a testament to both the route's difficulty and the locomotive's reliability. While Inverness engines handled long-distance and passenger work, Haymarket's Class 26s increasingly took on freight duties. Some were even modified with slow-speed control equipment to haul heavy merry-go-round coal trains to Kirkensey Power Station. As steam finally disappeared in 1968, the Class 26 quietly carried on. Their numbers changed, their liveries evolved, but their role remained the same: dependable, unglamorous hard work. By the late 1970s, larger locomotives like the Class 37 and 47 began pushing the Class 26 out of passenger service. But here's the twist. British Rail chose to refurbish the Class 26s instead of their newer cousins, the Class 25s and 27s. Why? Because the Class 26 was simply more reliable. Refurbished in the 1980s, they became freight specialists across Scotland, lasting far longer than anyone had originally planned. At one point, British Rail even expected them to remain in service until the year 2000. But history had other ideas. Accidents, fires, and the closure of major industrial sites like Ravenscraig Steelworks created a surplus of locomotives. Withdrawals began in earnest in the early 1990s, and by October 1993, the final Class 26s were taken out of service. They were never the fastest. They were never the most powerful. But for over 3 decades, the Class 26 proved that reliability matters more than reputation. A quiet success story of British dieselisation and a true Highland workhorse. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of Britain's most underrated locomotives, please give the video a like, share it with a fellow rail enthusiast, and subscribe to the channel for more railway history every week.